Council Gray with Brian.
How's it going, Rich?
So, well, how many shadows have you seen?
I've seen a couple. This all started when we moved into the house a while afterwards. I caught my son Mike. He was probably about 4 years old, maybe at the time. He was talking to someone in the hallway, and I was in the living room sitting down watching TV. So I got up and I went over to him. I said, "Mike, who are you talking to?" He goes, "The man over there in the black." And I looked. I knew Johnny Cash wasn't in the house.
Whoa.
So I looked around and I couldn't see anything personally,
Really?
really.
Did he have a name?
He never said, he never gave a name. He was talking to the man in black.
Wow.
Kids
How
can
old was
see
he?
this stuff.
My son Mike was like 4 years old.
Has he ever talked about it again?
I know he hasn't. I've never asked him about it again, but I'm sure the next time I see him, I can ask him.
How old is he now?
He's 34.
Oh.
He may not remember
Wow.
much of it.
Right.
But the weird part is this, okay? When my wife and I bought this house, we were cleaning in the attic, and there was an old clothes basket upstairs full of pictures, right? So we're going through the pictures. There it is, my living room, the bay windows, with a coffin there. One of the persons, I don't even know who the woman was, she was waked out in the house. Well, you know, for real quick, like, those pictures were gone. They didn't stay around at all. It was really, really creepy.
You don't have them anymore then?
No.
Okay. Wow, I think this is gonna be pretty interesting. I mean, this sounds like a lot's been going on, and so recently, what have you seen?
Recently, I had two things happen to me recently. About 5 weeks ago, I was on the computer and I looked up and I saw this white streak going across my kitchen. And I know my cat's not white and he doesn't go that fast.
Wow.
So I knew there was something going on, but I was kind of used to stuff like that. And about 2 months ago, excuse me, I was laying in bed and I just happened to look up and my bedroom's off the kitchen. There was a black shadow went flying through the room into the closet, and that was it. It was gone.
Oh, man.
And we've never had any like bad things happen. It's just been stuff like that. It's really it's strange because I know a lot of movies will say, well, there's an axe that comes out through the wall. That stuff doesn't really happen.
No, that's all.
You know, this is. I know that the house itself was built in 1883. There were a few people living in here. I'm sure a lot of people were waked out in that house because that's what they used to do in the old days. You
Right.
wake out in the living room,
Right.
and if you look at my living room, it's got the bay windows are square shaped, so a casket fit right in there. It was, and like I said, those pictures, creepiest things you ever want to see. My wife made me get rid of those quicker than a heartbeat. There's no joking around. They're out of here, so they were gone. I kind of wish I might have kept them, you know.
What about the casket you have now?
That's
the
a,
same one?
okay, the casket I have in my garage is actually a prop that my brother-in-law gave me from Southern New Hampshire University. He gave me that like 15 years ago,
Oh, wow.
so I still have that.
Now, how about up in that tower? Have you seen anything up in that tower?
I haven't seen anything in the tower. And one thing I will tell you is I have never, ever gone into the attic at night. I don't care how many lights are on. As soon as I get to the end of the stairway in the top part of the attic, I feel a chill. I freeze up. It's like I'm out of here. So I can't do it.
You know, we're gonna have to check this thing out. It must be at night now. We're gonna have to check this thing out.
Yeah.
We'll get the temperature reading. We'll get to some EVPs up there. We'll get some EMF readings.
Now, where in the picture is the attic?
The attic is right here. These 4 windows right here.
Oh, okay.
This is actually the steeple, and that's a finished room. in the steeple. Right here, that's the attic, it goes around, it comes around over here. There's another part in the back, looks similar to this, was added on back in the 50s where they actually, whoever owned it back then, I think I can't mention, I'm not gonna mention anyone's name, they raised the back part of the house to make a kitchen and a pantry area. And you can, once we go in the attic, you're gonna see the old attic. The old roof is still there with the wooden shingles and stuff.
Wow.
It's still there. And it's a walk-through into the remainder of the attic. Then to the right, you'll see a chimney, you'll see the little room, and like I said, the room, someone finished it. They put like finished boards. Looks really nice. It's got
Yeah.
a light in there.
Wow.
It's very interesting. The house has a lot of history.
Well, plan on being up there next week, because we're going up there.
But I won't be alone at night.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna be with you, Sal. We're gonna do some
right.
investigating, yeah.
And there's other things, like, for some reason, if you look at the house, I'll point to it, the opposite end of this part of the attic, there's a window, a bigger window than this. These are for ventilation. But when the sun at night comes in, it comes in through that window, and like I said, the first time I went up there, I go up there in the daytime, so that's not a problem. The sun was setting a little bit, and it came through the whole attic, and right at the end, right here, on this side of the wall, there's a crucifix. Somebody put it there, and it wasn't me, and that crucifix is right there in position
Oh, my.
where the sun hits it, and it glows. Scared the crap out of me, you know?
Wow.
For some reason, somebody put it there, I don't know who,
Oh, we're gonna have
but
to,
it's still there, I never took it down.
we're gonna have to go up there and.
You know, I
around
don't think
that
we should
time.
wait till next, I think we should go tonight.
Oh, hey, I'm ready.
I'm excited about this. Let's do it, Marcel.
I don't promise you're gonna see any bodies floating around or anything,
No, but let's give it
but
a shot.
it is, the house has got a lot of history in it. I've learned a lot about it.
Well, the show's called Adventure Cam. It sounds like this is gonna be an adventure,
It's gonna be an adventure.
and I'm looking forward to this one.
Oh,
So am I.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
All right, guys, let's get stuff packed up. Let's get out of here. Let's
All
go
right,
on a
let's
mission.
do it. Roll.
All right,
Let's go.
thanks.
Let me see what that looks like.